Good morning, everyone. I was just lately, I've been thinking a lot about when I spent some time in Panama. And the reason why I'm thinking about that is because this year marks 20 years since I went on a missions trip to Panama from June 28th to July 11th. And one of the things, there's so many things that I learned while I was there. There's so many amazing experiences. I loved going. I loved the atmosphere, the culture, the people. It really opened my heart to missions and ministering in other countries, and I just fell in love with. I fell in love with the language. I fell in love with all of it. And but the one thing I've been thinking about lately that's really it's come up a lot is this one day we were on the bus, and one of our we were all talking about what church we went to. And on our team, we had about 30 teenagers, I think 28 or something like that. And we represented so many different congregations, so many different aspects of the church. And for instance, we had like a Lutheran and a Catholic. We had Presbyterian. I came from a Pentecostal background. And this one day, they asked me, one of the other kids asked me what my faith background was, and what I believed in, and my answer was, I believe in Jesus. I said I'm a Christian. That's what I am. And the reason why I said that is because I don't believe that it's as important which church we go to or which what we identify in that respect as. I believe it's more important who we believe in. And just recently I was reading in Romans, and there's a verse in Romans 4, and it's verse 27, and I'm reading from the Passion Translation, and it says, "Where then is there room for boasting? Do our works bring God's acceptance? Not at all. It was not our works of keeping the law, but our faith in His finished work that makes us right with God." And I love that because so many times we think it's based on what we do, and it's not. It's based on who we believe in. It's based on what He did. So if anybody asked me today, what do you believe? I would say, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that He is the Son of God. I believe that He came. God sent Him here for me so that I could have a chance at living a new life, so that I could live in Him, so that He would die on the cross for me, so that I could accept Him as my Lord and Savior, and I could be set free from all of this, like what I was born into as a human being. Because I believe that when Adam ate of the tree, he broke a covenant with God. And when Jesus came, God created a new covenant that we now, as not being like a Jew, but being my faith in God and what Jesus did, I get to be part of that covenant too. And so if anybody ever asked me, what do you believe in? I would say, I believe that Jesus is the Son of God. I believe that He died and rose again. I believe that He is my Savior. And I confess that. I confess Him as my Lord and Savior. And that is what is so much more important than what church I go to, what faith I grew up on. It's based on the Word. It's not based on everything else. It's based on Him. It's based on Jesus Christ. He's what's important and not anything else. And I thought, why not share that? Because it's like so close to when I came back from Panama, and 20 years has gone by, and I think that's absolutely amazing how it's been so long. And yet He's done so much in my life, and I wanted to share a little bit about that because it really has changed my life. And I pray that it blesses you today.